Hey, friends. Some of us have been talking about, thinking about lately, this little statement that John the Baptizer makes, at least in the Gospel according to John, where he says, "I have seen and I testify that this is God's chosen one." And kind of the follow-up question, certainly for us in our day and age, is how can we do that? How can we testify about that which we've seen, particularly as it relates to the chosen one, to Jesus? And that's always a tricky subject. No two people are exactly alike. No two situations are exactly alike. So even when you read some stories in the Bible, you can go, wow, that sounded great for that person, but that's not me. And my situation maybe isn't exactly the same, or it never opened up in exactly the same way as it did in that particular narrative. So that actually got me thinking about a song that I remember from yesteryear by Sara Groves. I don't know if anybody is a Sara Groves fan, was a Sara Groves fan, but on her first album, at least the first album that I was aware of, she has a song called "What Do I Know?" And it's just a lovely, meandering meditation on being a young person who is a believer, who is part of a more mature, seasoned worshiping committee, and has a dear saintly sister confide something to her. And being a young woman, Sarah, or Sarah's character, I don't know if this is based on a true story or not, she tries to walk with this woman and be there for this woman. And the entire time we're hearing this interior monologue about, what do I really know? And she says things in the chorus like, well, I don't know if there are harps in heaven. I don't know the process for angels earning their wings. And it's slightly amusing, slightly somber, but just very reflective. And if you've ever been honest about how to share with somebody, how to encourage somebody, how to pray for somebody, or just be there for somebody, she asks a lot of those same questions that we probably all have asked and run through our minds. I'm not going to tell you the conclusion. I don't want to spoil anything, especially if you've never heard the song. I will put a link to it in the description below so you can listen to it for yourself. But it's kind of an interesting progression of working through, what do I know? And she finally comes to the conclusion, there is at least one thing I do know, and one thing I can say with confidence. So if you've never heard this before, take a listen to it and tell me what you think. If you've heard it before, but it's been a long time, take a re-listen to it and tell me what you think. But I hope it's an encouragement to all of us. We really all are asking the same question. What do we know? What qualifies us to speak on the Lord's behalf on anything? And I just hope the song brings you a little bit of joy, a little bit of levity, and a little bit of peace.